Hello, everyone. Welcome to Proven Inspiration. I do hope you're having a good day. I'd like to provide you with training today. And before I go on to do that, I want to say Happy New Year and welcome to 2021. Thank you for sticking with me in 2020. We are going to grow and learn together in 2021. Okay, so there's lots to be learned and we're going to do that together. Okay, so our topic for today is for sweetly singles. I thought I'd start with the single ladies and the single gents in the house. Okay, and our topic is, whose time clock are you watching? Okay, there are so many pressures that can actually place you on a time clock. You could be watching your friends who are getting married, getting engaged, having babies. You could be watching the time clock of your parents who are telling you you're running out of time. You could be watching the time clock of those on social media who are doing everything that you desire for yourself. But it's important that you are aware that your life is unique. Your time frame is different from the time frame of another person. So comparing yourself to somebody else is unwise and will do you more harm than good. I'm not saying that going into 2021 you need to abandon your desire to perhaps be in a relationship if that's what you want, or to be dating or to be married. By no means am I saying that you should abandon that. No. Hold on to your desire, but steer clear of comparing yourself to somebody else. Just because they are married or they have a baby or they're in a relationship doesn't mean that's what you should be doing at this particular point in time in your own life. Because if perhaps you had that husband, or you had that boyfriend, or you had that baby, maybe you wouldn't be able to cope. Maybe you wouldn't be able to achieve the dreams that you're achieving right now. Maybe you wouldn't be able to grow as an individual because you are so consumed with meeting the responsibilities of a child, of a husband, of a wife. Okay, so you must be aware that you are unique. You are different. When God made us, He made us all differently. He made us in His image, in His likeness, and we all have a different time frame. Okay, so what you should be doing in this time is, instead of comparing yourself to other people and wishing for what they have, focus on your own desires, focus on your own time frame, and focus on preparing for what you say you want. A lot of people who are single, wishing to be married, wishing to be in a relationship, that's all they're doing. It's just a wish. And you know it's a wish because there's no preparation to underpin what they are saying that they want. You're saying you want a husband, you're saying you want a wife, but you're doing absolutely no preparation. You're not doing any inner work. You're not learning more about yourself. You're not learning more about what triggers you. You're not learning about the broken areas of your life. You're not learning anything about finance. You're doing nothing at all but wishing. And there's a saying, if wishes were horses, beggars will ride. And more than likely, that wish will go unmet, or you may end up trying to fulfill your own wish, and you might find yourself picking incorrectly, selecting someone incorrectly. So my advice for you as you go into 2021 is to hold your desires firmly in your mind, and based on your desires, start to take action steps to prepare yourself for what you say you want. Begin to work on yourself physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. Do the inner work. Start to prepare. Even if you don't have a lot of money, start to manage wisely the money that you do have access to right now. Because the habits, I saw this on someone else's page the other day, the habits that you have with £1 or £100, they're not going to just disappear when you have £1,000,000 or $1,000,000, because that's a habit that you have. So if you have a habit of saving and spending wisely, then you're going to have that same habit when you have £1,000,000. But if you're someone who is wasteful, you must purchase everything that you see, and that's the habit that you have at £100, you're going to have that same habit when it comes to £1,000,000 or $1,000,000. So start to look at your habits and to make those changes if you need to make them. I'm not saying you have to be a perfect person to be in a relationship, but you do have to be someone who is growing to attract the right kind of spouse, the right kind of partner into your life. Because if you don't grow right now and you end up getting married to, say, someone you're attracted to right now, what will happen is, whilst in that relationship, if you start to grow as an individual, you will outgrow your spouse, and that's not going to be a good place, because then you won't have commonalities. There'll be no equal yoke, and there'll be no common understanding between the both of you, because the person that they married is no longer around. That person is dead. That person has grown. So my suggestion and my advice to you today is start growing. Commit to growth, commit to being the person, the best version of yourself. And eventually, the one who is meant for you, you will run into them. So if you need to start dating, go ahead and start dating. Volunteer, engage in a sport if you're not on lockdown like we are in. Do something that you're actually interested in. And hopefully the person that is meant for you, you will meet them along the way, whilst they're walking the same path as you are on, and you can then walk together into married life, into marital bliss, and you'll know how to handle them because you've taken the time to learn more about yourself. Because when you know more about yourself, you know how to handle yourself, you know how to handle somebody else. If you know how to be kind to yourself, you know how to be kind to somebody else. That's just the way it works. So the more you love yourself, the more you can love on somebody else's son or somebody else's daughter, okay? I wanted to just share this with you. Please feel free to share this video with whoever you think needs to hear it. Until next time, from my heart to yours, do take it easy. Bye.